Parks in College Park. Happy to have you along as we talk Maryland football for the next hour between now and 8 o'clock. Head coach Mike Loxley's alongside. We have not only one guest tonight, Coach, we got 9 guests.
Yeah, we're having a family reunion here. Our seniors, a bunch of the seniors that have really played a big role in bringing this vision to fruition in terms of what they've been able to accomplish as a group here the last 4 or 5 years. And then some of these guys like a Josh Kaltenberger who joined us for one. We owe these guys a lot of thanks for what they were able to do in terms of setting the foundation for us that I think will be part of their legacy of leading and building this thing to where we can get it to where we all want this program to be.
You go in this game against Iowa on Saturday. They come to town already bowl eligible. They won 6 games. They lost 4. Legendary coach is their head. In fact, his son's on your staff as an analyst.
Yeah, he is. We got. I like coaches' kids, man. You know, coaches' kids get it bad.
I know.
So, you know, I've always had an affinity in terms of whether it's recruiting them because those guys understand the game. But Brian Ferentz and being here as an analyst has been a big part of our, transition here in the run game and some of the things we've done the last few weeks. You know, Kurt is a guy I have a lot of respect for, man. When you look at the consistency of the Iowa program and how he's been able to do it, really comfortable with who he is as a coach and how they need to win. And, that's the consistency we're working to get here at Maryland. And I can tell you, this will be a great opportunity. Our seniors are last game in the shell. I know our guys are really excited about being able to go and send these guys out the right way.
Going back to your days at Towson, when you had senior day as a player, it's emotional for you as a player as it was for your coach, I'm sure. Same thing apply to you now for every senior day that comes along because you become attached to these guys. You recruited these guys. You know them better than anybody, and it's their last time playing at home.
Yeah, it's always one of those deals. And as I've gotten older, I've probably cried a little bit more than I used to. But this group is a special one for me because, again, I said this to them today that they were the group that I sold the vision. And 4 years later, for some of them, they've been to 3 straight bowl games. They've won more games in the Big Ten than the last 3 years. I think it's 5th in terms of Big Ten wins. And this group has really put a foundation down that, I know this year, we're nowhere near where we want to be, but I can tell you that it isn't because of the leadership that this group has given us.
Yeah, these guys have fought hard. And you know something, Coach, when you talk about everybody knows what has to be done on Saturday. You're not looking for winning 2 games. You're looking to win 1 game. Then you have to worry about the next one. But this team is, they're kind of up and down all season long. It wouldn't surprise me at all, even though I was favored for this game. You go out there and you pull off a major upset on Saturday because there is so much emotion attached to this game, and it means so much to each and every one of them.
Yeah, this team, and again, you hit it right on the head when you talk about the lack of the consistency with this bunch this year, with us as a football family. The consistency hasn't been there, and it's usually a byproduct of, the youth of this team because the last thing to come when you're dealing with an 18-year-old is the consistency of doing it exactly how it needs to be done. And, it's a painful process raising kids. I mean, it is hard. It is every day. It is every minute. But I love it. That's why I got into this profession. The coaches that have helped shape me. And you're right. You fall in love with these guys. I hate seeing them go. And, but I can tell them, like I told the leadership group today, this group of seniors pretty much left it better than what it was when they came. And that's all you can really ask of anybody.
Yeah. And when you get together and talk to these guys about this is your last shot at home, it means something to each and every one of them. But when I look back over this season, so you're 4-6, you're 1-6 in the conference. It's been a very, very tough year for everybody. But when you look at the bright spots and the low spots, I think there's been more bright than low, really.
Yeah, I mean,
some individuals have had great years.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and again, nobody is excited where we are. I mean, we aren't where we want to be. But here's what I did say: we are still who we want to be because we're a team that continues to fight. Nobody has quit. You don't see a bunch of guys jumping ship.
That's true. Yeah.
Their heads are down. They're focused on progress each day, and it's ironic that our mascot's a turtle because, as you know, the turtle and the hare. The old turtle just kept plugging along. He took the next step, and it couldn't be more true. And that's what this group and that's what we've done. We're choosing optimism over pessimism.
How about the year that Ty Felton said. He's on the Fred Biletnikoff list for the best wide receiver in the country. He's just done everything asked. He set record after record after record. Had a fabulous year.
Yeah, he did. And today actually was just the Senior Bowl. They do their first wave of invites, and Dante Trader and Ty Felton were able to get invited on the first wave to play in the Senior Bowl.
Yep.
And both talented guys. But, yeah, what a great story of Ty Felton and the job he's done. Again, the leadership, the playmaking ability, the development, which we've talked a lot about over the year of him being one of those guys that has developed into what he's become. And that's a poster child for what this program should do for you. And, you know, though we've gone through some tough times with some young players, know that if you look at where Ty Felton started and where he is, we got a bright future.
Like night and day.
Night and day. And we've got a bunch of young guys going through what Ty went through his first couple of years here. That will be better for it in the long run.
Billy Edwards, Big Ten, leads the Big Ten Conference in completions, 268, and in passing yards per game, 285. I think he's had like 10 straight games with at least 200 yards passing.
Yeah, and the thing that, you know, Billy brings to the table, and I often talk about what the skill set of a quarterback, where you have to have the mind of a coach but the skill of a player. And, you know, Billy and I spend a lot of time together watching film, going through the game plan. And, you know, he's one of those guys that makes the people around him better, has really done a great job leading us. And the great thing is I think he's at game 12 as a starter. So now he's like a sophomore in terms of experience.
Sure.
And we got him back for another year. And I'm excited because, you know, as we go to finish this thing up here this season, if you look at what Billy's been able to accomplish, this is like a freshman accomplishing it because he hasn't played in a bunch of games. So really proud of the way he's led, but obviously winning is what that position entails. And that's what we've got to work to get done.
But, you know, every mistake that's been made this year, and there's been a couple of them, you know, offensively and defensively, but all the mistakes are correctable.
Yeah, and we say that all the time, and I mean, it's almost like I get tired of saying it. So
I think I've heard you say it a time or two.
Yeah, they are, but again, you know, what makes saying it one more time the right answer? And so for me, it's going to be important that we keep showing the accountability, and it's me included. I mean, the accountability of doing your job and getting the production. I mean, we move the ball up and down the field, but we don't score points. We drop touchdowns. Those are the things where we all have to take accountability that I've got a job to do and let's get it done.
All right. If you're ready, it's showtime. You can grab some Testudo Premium Lager, the official craft beer of the Maryland Terrapins by Union Craft Brewing Company. Also, time to go Toyota tonight with legendary safety and reliability. Toyota, let's go places. Johnny Holiday, Maryland's head football coach Michael Loxley at Grill Marks on Baltimore Avenue in College Park. Happy to have you with us. We'll come back with more with the coach in a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zip, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking?
No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the bar, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football,
Stuck zipper here.
it's easy to Sunday.
Morgan's won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills. Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
You're listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
At the 30, Way will go all the way. Looking for one block. At the 5, in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now, back to Talkin Terps with Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
And SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace for the Maryland Terrapins. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets or basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. Check with SeatGeek today. Senior Day coming up, the Terrapins' final home game against the Iowa Hawkeyes, who come to town with a record of 6-4, 4-3 in conference play. But they lost to a pretty good UCLA team the last time out, 20-17. When you look at the scouting report, Coach, for the Hawkeyes, number 1 quarterback's banged up and injured, but the offense revolves around number 2, Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, the run game, and if you've watched Iowa the last 20 years, it's always been about that run game, and they've got a good running back in number 2, Caleb Johnson, and I think he leads the Big Ten in rushing, and it's going to be really, really important, especially knowing that they've got a banged up a little bit at quarterback. We're still trying to figure out whether Cade McNamara will be making a return or who's going to be the quarterback, but it really doesn't matter because we expect them to turn around, hand it off, and they'll challenge us inside the trenches, and we've got to stand up and match it.
You got a couple of your seniors that are going to sit here and talk with us.
O-lineman, man. Look at this.
O-lineman.
Man, too.
Kevin Kalanji, number 1, and Marcus Dumerville is also with us. Should I speak one of the 5 languages that I don't speak to? To Kevin, how you doing, guys?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Ready for Saturday?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have the years flown by?
Yeah, it has. Went by pretty fast.
Yeah.
Here's the irony of this group, because you talk about Kevin Kalanji, and he transferred in a year ago from junior college, and then we had Marcus Dumerville transfer in from LSU, and this is what the new landscape of college football looks like, because I feel like I've had these guys for 3-4 years, and Marcus is on the upswing, really has played really well and has developed the right way for us at the offensive line position, and Kevin is he's a young football player still. People, talk a little bit about your story and your journey, man, because I know you came here to the States as a basketball guy, right?
Soccer player.
Soccer player.
Yes,
talk
sir.
a little bit about it.
So I came to the United States to actually play soccer, and because I have a background of martial art, judo, actually. One time in my high school, Archbishop Carolyn, D.C. That's where Coach Loxley met me for the first time. I saw guys practice for American football, and I was so amazed by what they were doing. And I asked my coach, like, can I try out? And he was like, yeah, go ahead.
Imagine
for
a
it.
big guy like this walking up to you saying, can I try out?
I was going to ask you now, Kevin, your height and weight as a soccer player. How much did you weigh when you were in high school?
My weight?
Yeah.
I was like 250.
250?
Yes.
At about 6'4"?
I was like 6'3".
6'3", 250?
Defender?
Yes.
What'd you play?
I used to play center back, yes.
Center
yes,
back.
Yeah.
You could have played the entire goalie.
Yeah.
You could have been the goalie.
Exactly. So I used to play center back. And when I first started playing American football, they had me as a DN and D tackle. And the first time I met Coach Luxley, it was like, I think you can be offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was like, I didn't even want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what he's talking about, because American football was like a new thing for me. And
you didn't know much about it then, huh? About football. You didn't know much about
football.
No,
that's why you're saying American football.
Wow.
Yeah, my football was the
soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah.
exactly. And when I made Coach Lux, he was like, I think you should play offensive lineman. I was like, no, I don't know about that. And the more I was doing camp and stuff, and then coaches were like, we think you're an offensive lineman, you're an offensive lineman. And the funny part is, like, when I got recruited, I went to a visit in his house, and he was like, you remember? I was surprised because he remembered that. He told me, you remember I told you would be an offensive lineman? And I was like, yes, sir. I remember that.
And then you got Marcus Doomerville, obviously, of the Doomerville clan, man.
Sure.
Us Marylanders love. Was Elvis your uncle?
Yeah.
His uncle Elvis Doomerville, but signed out of St. Thomas Aquinas, one of the top high school programs in the country in Fort Lauderdale. Went out to LSU for a couple of years, and then has really, really done a great job in coming in and providing leadership. And like I said, these last 2 to 3 weeks, when I talk about us making improvements on the offensive line, it starts with him, and he's really done a great job of developing the way we like to see guys develop up front.
How do you approach the game on Saturday, Marcus?
I just feel like I just trust in the game plan and the preparation from my coaches, and trust that my guys are gonna go out there and make every play that needs to be made, and we'll see where it leads us.
And nobody has to tell anybody inside that locker room how important the game is. You guys know that.
Exactly.
Every single one of you. Yeah. What's been the most enjoyable thing and the most challenging thing for you transferring from LSU up here?
The most challenging thing I say is the weather. The most enjoyable thing I say is just like the diversity of everybody, the things to do up here. It's kind of rural down there in the South. Come up here, minutes from the White House, like just endless resources, honestly.
Yeah. Well, you come out of I'm from Miami, Florida. So you're from Fort Lauderdale Lakes, right?
Yeah, Lauderdale Lakes.
Which is right up there outside of Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
But you guys have produced some good football players down there.
No doubt.
Most of them stay in the South. We got to get more to come up here.
Definitely. They're trying to go for six straight state championships.
Wow. St. Thomas Aquinas, six straight.
That's terrific. Well, I wish you both the very best on Saturday. It'll be a interesting day, to say the least. The last time you guys will play at home, and I hope you can.
I'm hoping a few of these guys are coming back. Like they're being honored as seniors.
Okay.
This is that weird deal now where guys can graduate and then they still have eligibility. So we'll see. But we want to honor these guys for what they've done as seniors. They're both obviously being recognized as seniors because of their academics. Both these guys are on track to graduate here if they haven't already pretty quickly. But really excited to honor these guys.
Thank you guys for coming by. Now you can enjoy the food now.
Thank you.
Back in a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
You're listening to Maryland Sports on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to Talkin Terps.
Going for the touchdown in the end zone, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Husky in the end zone for Maryland.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
Every sack is the sack to give back. For every sack the Terrapins make this season, Food Lion Feeds will donate 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need right here in College Park. Tonight we're recognizing some of the guys who will play their last home game, although they have some eligibility remaining for next year. Next up, we'll be talking to Chance Harley, Ethan Goff, and Jack Howes. And, Coach, these guys have done a great job for you, too.
Yeah, and this group here is kind of these are the special ones because these guys have all excelled during their time here on special teams. And obviously with Chance playing corner and started a couple games, I think, at corner this year. And all three of these guys, they exemplify when we talk about you have offense, defense, and then you have we fence. And we fence is these special teams. And you got Jack Howes from down in Florida and walked on a couple years ago, earned a scholarship. Ethan was another walk-on, earned a scholarship. And then we went and when Chance went in the portal, we saw him as a guy that could come in and help us. He happened to be a two-sport star in high school, too, lacrosse and football.
Mm-hmm. Chance, let's start with you. How about some of your good memories you've had of your years here in Maryland?
A lot. I'd say this year probably been USC was one of my best memories. Storming the field, that was pretty cool. Never seen anything like that. Just probably spending time with the guys, Terp time, all that. Like the off season has probably been more rewarding. Spring ball, had a little bit more fun doing those things, just building chemistry and being behind closed doors where you're not really under criticism. You get to just grow as a family. It's been nice. Yeah.
And Ethan, as the long snapper, you between you and the guys that have to kick the ball with Jack and it's a very special talent that you have, and you work and probably don't get the recognition that you guys deserve. The kickers always give you credit, though.
Yeah, you don't know his name until he screws up a snap. I mean, nobody, you didn't even, you called him Jack. That shows you. And he's been a 4-year starter. And the funny story is I always talk about the importance of practice. Well, for 4 years, I mean, he's there consistently. Well, last week he decided to kiss some girl in Bentley's and get strep throat or whatever he did. And he missed 4 days of practice, all right? And everybody thinks it's easy to just go do it, and because he's done it for 4 straight years. Well, we played Oregon that week, and he didn't practice. He had to fly on a plane with a mask, and we were just like, I'm stressed out. Like, when your long snapper ain't practiced, I'm like, let's go. And we didn't necessarily have a clean day. And I just said that's a byproduct that shows everybody, because this guy's one of the most consistent players in our program. We all have to practice. And you know what? He's been a model of consistency for us. Ethan has. And you don't hear his name until he rolls one back. But it's a great insurance policy to have a guy like that be your long snapper.
How much did DeMatha get you ready for Maryland?
Oh, my gosh. It's very great at getting you ready for college. just the model that we have when it comes to football and everything. It's very ran like a college program, and also the academics are very top tier. And so just, getting to work with those people, it was great.
He's a Landon guy. He's looking at him like, "Oh, you DeMatha guy."
Yeah,
Academics.
What have you always wanted? I mean, did you play anything else besides long snapper in high school?
So growing up, I played a lot of O-line and everything. And then once I got to sophomore year of high school, playing at DeMatha, you got to be great. I graduated with 14 guys that went D1 in my class. And so
14.
I believe so. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
makes
it was
Mr. Landini happy, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Yep. Coach McGregor, too.
Oh, yeah.
I really just fell in love with long snapping and everything, and I took pride in it. And I take my job seriously. So definitely wanted to go D1 and did that. And now I'm starting, and,
He'll have a chance to do it on Sundays. He's really consistent. Gosh, I mean, when you bring a guy I think you came in that summer and won the job. So to me, guy comes in, wins the job as a true freshman, and has a great career here as a long snapper. But you thought he was Jack.
And like Marcus Dumerville, Jack House comes up from Orlando, Florida. 11 field goals made this year, including that 48-yarder against Rutgers last week. I think he had a 49-yarder in the Music City Bowl against Auburn.
Correct.
Yeah. And once again, it depends upon the snapper, how good you're going to be.
My right-hand man.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to do my job without him doing his and Bryce doing his. And so I kind of just consider myself the cherry on top.
Why did you pick Maryland to come up from Florida?
Coming out of high school, I was looking at the best football schools and the best engineering schools, and Maryland checked both of those boxes. Coach Zook gave me a call in March.
He's a Zooker, man. Zook, when Zook recruits you, he is all over you.
I was sold.
11 of 16 this year on field goals. Yeah. And when you miss one, you know exactly what the problem is.
Exactly.
You guys talk about it. Sometimes it may be the snap could be just a little off. But you've only got a couple of seconds to get that thing back and down. And
not even under that.
I'll tell you what's so we did this thing on Monday where it was an accountability deal where we watched every play of the game. Everybody's in the room, and everybody on each play had to stand up. And if you did your job the way it was supposed to be done with the right kind of effort, you sit down after we run the play. And there was a time where Ethan stayed standing, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I didn't get the strings." He snapped the ball, but you're supposed to rotate it to where the strings hit the holder perfectly. And it just shows you the detail. People think it's just snap, catch, kick. And there's some really detailed things that go along with how many rotations, the strings being where they need to be so the kick is executed.
How about each one of you give me your thoughts about the game on Saturday against Iowa? Nobody has to tell you what has to be done. Jans?
Yeah, very physical game. Good opponent.
Bring the big boy pads.
Just got to be detailed in what you do, believe in yourself, and go make the plays when they're to be made.
Likewise, we just got to fire on all cylinders. Guys got to be ready to go. Young guys, we got to count on them to do it for the seniors and everything, and the seniors got to do it for the young guys.
Jack,
we special teams unit goes out to the games early, but before everybody else, and we always break down on execute. I think that's just it doesn't matter who we're playing as specialists. We got to go out and do our job.
Their motto's one shot, one kill, man. Specialists. That's right. One shot. You only get one shot. They don't get a second down on field goal.
Thank you guys for coming by. The food is on the house now.
Food's on the house, man.
Scarf it down. We'll come back with more from Grill Marks as we salute the seniors for the Maryland football team, and they'll play their final home game Saturday against Iowa on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
The Morgans won big today with Window Nation. Let's check in and hear what they have to say.
How do you feel now that you've finally replaced your old drafty windows with these beautiful custom fit windows?
We're loving the look of our new windows.
We paid way less than we thought we would.
And no more cold winter drafts or crazy summer AC bills.
Sounds like a win to me.
That wraps it up for the Morgans. Next up, your family. Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
Marylander.
Ah, Sunday.
Just gotta steam it, babe.
Time to suit up.
Like half zipped, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheetah looking?
No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the bar, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
Window Nation is on the Morgans' home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
Maryland Sports Radio Network. This is Talkin Terps with Coach Locks.
The shotgun gets the snap, sets up the throw across the middle, incomplete, and the Terrapins are going to win the game.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Locksley.
Our alumni interview tonight will be brought to you by CQ, the official banking partner of the Maryland Terrapins. There is no alumni on this particular show.
Nope.
But
we got new alumni.
Yeah, exactly. We got Robert Smith. Went to Strake High School down there in Houston.
Straight Jesuit.
Yes, sir.
Straight Jesuit?
Straight Jesuit. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a Jesuit.
Got that Jesuit education.
I do. Yes,
there
sir.
You go.
Yes,
there
sir.
you go. And Caden Prather from Montgomery Village made a major mistake by going down to another school before he came back here.
But he's been on the show before. He's here for the free meal. This is really about Rob.
I'm here for the raw issues.
Let me tell you about Rob's role, because Rob is another one of those special guys. I mean special teams. But his biggest role has been Robert Smith probably has recruited 80% of the players that have committed in the last 3 years since he's been a part of his program. But again, it goes back to that thing I told you, I like coach's kids. His dad, Rick, and I came into the business together.
With the Texans, right?
Yeah, well, he came into the business in 1992. He was at Richmond, and a young Mike Locksley was recruiting with his Letterman jacket representing Towson State University. And we ran into each other at Bishop McNamara. First time I ran into his dad, and he was just a twinkle in his dad's eye at that time. Mm-hmm. But this guy is his future's bright, man. And, I think he's going to represent KP at some point. He's kind of like that agent / show me the money guy, but unbelievable communicator. Going to get a degree here too, hopefully.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
What's your degree in, Robert?
I started in psychology.
That's when it started.
And then I switched over to a family science on the mental health track specifically. So I'll be graduating in the spring. I'll be walking in May.
Good for you.
Yes,
good
sir.
for you. Yeah.
Yes,
the mental health track is good. I like that.
Yes,
It's in today's
environment.
It's a great thing to have a background in that.
It's part of the reason why I came to Maryland, because of Locke's interest in mental health. So.
Well, he talked about you being the guy that's brought all these recruits.
80% of
What
these
is your
guys.
selling point? What's the one thing you try to convince guys and want to play at the next level to come here and do that?
I think the biggest thing for us here is we don't have to try to do anything. I think we are very authentically proud about who we are as a group and as a community and as a football family. And I think that when recruits come in and they see the dinners and they see the camaraderie between the guys on the team and the coaches and the way that we all handle ourselves, I think it's pretty easy. It makes my job very easy, at least. They get very excited when they see that, and it's not a lot of talking that we have to do.
How about when they see the locker room, too?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
That's when I saw the facility. I couldn't believe it.
And he's down in Texas, obviously, where everything supposedly is bigger.
It is.
KP, talk about the relationship you and Rob have, man. You guys have become thick as thieves now.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, Rob recruited me too. You know, Coach Locks brought me in, and Rob sealed the deal. Me and Rob clicked very early on. Come from two totally different backgrounds, but he understands. You know what I mean? Anything I go through, he'll sit there and go through with me. You know what I mean? You can't ask for nothing better than a brother. So whenever my head is down, he picks it up, and whenever my head's too high, he reminds me of when it was down at one point. So
let me ask this question, John. I want to be the interview for this one.
Go right ahead.
I'm gonna go to Rob.
It is your show.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I thought it was the legendary show.
No. It's your show.
All right, Rob, explain, because I always have to do this as a coach. Talk about this season and from the player locker room, and obviously we're not where we want to be. Talk a little bit about a player's perspective of this season, because I'm sure inquiring minds would love to know.
No, definitely. And I think that's a great question for a player too, Coach. But I think it's easy from the outside looking in to start bashing the program and saying that, we could do this better, or we should do this. But I think from the inside going out, Coach, you know better than anybody the work that we put in, starting all the way back last January. And we have been talking about a vision that we wanted to create as a team. And I think that our team did so much work and put in so much time in order for us to be in the position that we're in right now. I mean, we were just talking about it. There's no hope that has been lost in our locker room. And the main mission and the main focus and the main goal has stayed the main thing. And that's something that we preach all the time. Keep the main thing, win what's important now. And what's important now is going out and going to beat Iowa on senior day, sending out the seniors the right way, and continuing on 3 one-game seasons, and this is the second one. So I think as a locker room, man, that we just leaned on each other, and that was the biggest thing this season, just making sure that we can lean on each other.
Robert and Caden, I have to smile sometime, and I read social media and read these people who think they know about the Maryland football program. They know nothing unless they're inside the locker room with you guys, what you go through every single week to get a win. It's
Definitely.
Not easy.
It's not at all.
No. Caden, you've had a good year this year. You've got 3 touchdowns, almost 600 yards in receptions.
Yeah, it's been a blissful season. We've had our ups and downs as a team. No matter what type of game anybody has, we congratulate them. You know what I mean? We all root for each other. So with Ty's success, then came my success, because he attracted a lot of attention, and there was games where I attracted a lot of attention.
That's right.
And it's just it's just been a blessing, to catch passes from Billy, and the wonderful play calling, although at times it may not seem like, it comes.
He is trying to troll me on my own show.
What are you talking about?
He wants to call everybody.
Are you questioning the offensive coordinator?
No, absolutely not. He gets me the ball, can't complain.
Well, thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate it. Robert, nice to have you with us.
Yes,
Caden, good luck on Saturday against Iowa. Go out there and knock off those guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll come back in just a minute. More on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Window Nation is on the Morgan's home turf to huddle up about replacing their drafty old windows.
This free estimate is showing how easy it is to tackle the problem.
We can get any of these windows custom made.
Yes, you can get the quality and style you really want.
And at a more affordable price than they ever imagined.
Now that they've sealed the deal, they'll be saving money year-round.
We're really confident with Window Nation.
Hey, Washington, D.C., get your free estimate today. Plus, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. Visit GetWindowNation.com.
Ah, Sunday.
Just got a steam babe.
Time to suit up.
Seem like half zip, kind of quarter zip guy.
Sacrifice your lung and your skin's ability to breathe.
Does that look cheater looking? No, it's full jag.
Easy, Chief. Let your razzle-dazzle on the field, the bar, or your best friend's nuptials.
So the Buffalo Bills, guys.
No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
As muscles tense and hearts pound, as bodies are pushed to the extreme, there's a health system here to help everyone stay in the game. University of Maryland Medical System, for pro athletes and devoted amateurs, for those on the sidelines and those making a comeback. We have more experts and more innovation so you can experience every moment. That's a better state of care. University of Maryland Medical System.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Won the replacement company of the Maryland Terrapins. Terrapins' final home game on Saturday. It is a kickoff at set for noon against the Iowa Hawkeyes that come to town. Already bowl eligible at 6-4. And Donnell Brown, the linebacker, and Quayshawn, the chef Fuller, the defensive end, are with us now. And I don't know if I should start with how good that pie was that the chef made for me, Donnell, but that was pretty good.
What kind of pie was it?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I got most of it on my shirt when I ate
Lord.
that thing.
Donnell wants to know what kind of pie was it.
It was a.
It was a different
chocolate. It was a chocolate meringue pie.
Chocolate
meringue.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
My mom loves lemon
Oh,
meringue.
well, that was my request.
Yeah.
To the chef, I said, Chef, can you make me a lemon meringue pie? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they bring the pie up to the press box and give it to me. I go home and I slice it. It's chocolate. But that's okay.
Hey, okay.
That's okay. It was really good and
he tried a
really
different
sweet.
recipe. We talked about this on the show when you were here earlier. That recipe. What happened on the chocolate meringue?
Nah, so when he was talking about the meringue
No,
pie,
what had happened was
it's just like he was talking about the meringue pies and stuff, and I was like, dang, like I got them mixed up, and I was like, oh, I think he said chocolate meringue, and I was like, okay, let me just go with it.
I had never heard of a chocolate meringue.
Oh,
First
really?
I guess there is something
it
there because you
is.
found the recipe for it, right, Quay? Or
Yes,
did you
yes, I
invent
did.
it?
Yeah, me and my mom.
His
we
mom.
definitely teamed up. We
Yeah.
definitely teamed up. As soon as we were done, I was like, Mom, we got to team up. I want to make this pie. Yeah, like we definitely did.
Donnell, St. Francis, Pennsylvania, before you come to Maryland, at Riverdale Baptist out there playing high school ball there.
Yep.
When did you start thinking about, I think I got to go to Maryland, wind up my football career playing at College Park?
I know after we won the conference championship in 22, and something just fell off after we lost in the playoffs. Like it felt like it was my last time playing like for them, but it didn't feel like I don't know, like it was just a weird feeling. But it's like you just keep everything the main thing, and then things just happen for you. You just keep doing what you got to do, and then stuff just falls in your lap somehow, some way. So
sure. And both these guys are 3-year starter, 2-year starters. I mean, I recruited Quayshawn out of high school when I was at Alabama, and when I developed a really strong relationship. And when I got here, he signed with Florida State originally, and then transferred in. Obviously, Donnell was at Riverdale Baptist. We didn't recruit him, and then when he went in the portal, we started recruiting him again. It was like, it's like, hey, remember me, coach? You didn't think I was good enough. And then all of a sudden, I'm begging him to come help me as two transfers. But two transfers, as I talked about earlier, with this new landscape that have both contributed and created value for the Maryland football program and for themselves, because both these guys will have an opportunity to play on Sundays with the skill sets they have on the defensive side of the ball.
It also takes a little special skill set to block a field goal attempt, as you did against Southern Cal.
Yeah. Could have had a second one.
Yeah.
Against
Oregon. You might have close, didn't you?
Yeah. Missed that one against
Would,
Oregon.
would that be the highlight so far of what you've done at Maryland, blocking that field goal? It was such a pivotal game, too.
Honestly, yeah. Especially
I would have
against
thought the interceptions. We had a 2-game streak of interceptions a year ago. And I can remember saying to Brian Williams, I'm like, how does he have 2 interceptions? We need like 6 sacks from this dude. He keep getting interceptions. He's dropping. We need to be rushing him. What are we doing?
It was just the type of win that was like for this program, especially growing up here, because I know all the Maryland fans just want to get back to 2001.
Yeah.
So like I know for that team, for that type of win, I think that just gave a lot of fans and just a lot of people hope that don't really know about Maryland. It's like, yeah, we here, and like, you know, we got a lot of, you know, work we got to do, but at least, you know, we here. You know what I mean? So,
Talk about sacks. Chef, you had 2 against Virginia.
Yeah.
You had 2 against Southern Cal. You going there, knocking the guys around, huh?
Yeah, man. I just always try to do my best, you know, with preparing with, you know, my guys on the D-line every day, man. I just be excited to go out every Saturday.
I tell you, one of the best things about Quayshawn that, and you don't notice it, is that how he has played the run this year, because he wants to rush the passer, and he knows that if you can't hit the curveball, you got to hit it or you're going to keep seeing it. And I mean, what I've been really most impressed with is how he's played heavy-handed in the run game, and doing that, he has created value that'll give him an opportunity to play on Sundays, in my opinion.
25 tackles, not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You get about 10 more on Saturday, maybe. Huh?
Let's do it.
That's my goal.
They're going to have an opportunity.
That's my goal. I actually said that. That's crazy that you said that.
They're gonna run that
It's
thing.
crazy that you said that. I actually said 10 tackles.
Wow,
It's crazy.
let's do it.
See, I read your mind, Chef.
Yeah.
You don't mind if I call you Chef.
Don't challenge
Yeah,
me with a good time.
hey.
It has been a challenging season, no question about that.
Yes, sir.
But Coach and I were talking earlier about the last game at home, okay? So much riding on this game. You don't worry about winning 2 games. Worry about winning 1 game.
Yes, sir.
And just
Yes,
doing
sir.
what you got to do, and don't worry about the opposition. If you do what you got to do, you got yourself a win.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, that's correct.
Somebody's tapping me on the shoulder. here, which
Mosquito,
means we
man.
gotta do it.
Mosquitoes.
Okay,
I
now-
don't like mosquitoes.
No, you slap him down.
Oh
then,
Lord,
okay?
no, he's not a mosquito.
Well,
Yeah.
if only you knew, Danelle.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll have
man.
more coming up in just a minute on the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
Hey, I'm Mighty Meals. I'm healthy, convenient, and won't break the bank. But my best quality is I'm delicious. And unlike those other meal prep services, I'm made with locally sourced ingredients and prepared by real chefs. How else do you think I'm able to look this good? Just visit my website. I've got over 100 delicious options to choose from. Select your favorites and I get made just for you. Then my driver picks me up and brings me right to your door. But don't get me wrong, I'm not high maintenance. Just throw me in the microwave for 2 minutes and voila, I'm ready to be enjoyed. If you're looking for a fresh and delicious start, I'm your match.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Come. offers end.
That's Grill Marks, MARX, Steakhouse and Raw Bar.
Marylanders have reason to live confidently because near our homes and across the state, the University of Maryland Medical System connects us to the excellence of academic medicine. From routine checkups to breakthrough procedures, from clinical studies to trauma response, our world-class doctors work together to pioneer better treatments and better options. That's a better state of care. That's the University of Maryland Medical System. Learn more at umms.org/better.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're listening to the Maryland Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to Talkin Terps.
Edwards gets the snap. He will keep it in the end zone for the touchdown. Billy Edwards Jr. And the Terrapins have come back from a 14-point hole, and they tie the game at 28.
Now back to Johnny Holiday and Coach Mike Loxley.
And the Terrapins looking to knock off the Iowa Hawkeyes this coming Saturday. It's a noon kickoff at CQ Stadium. We hope you'll be there to send off these seniors the way they should be sent off, with a rousing fan base behind them, Coach, and a good challenge for you against a good football team.
It is, man. And Iowa's going to come in here. They're bowl eligible. This is an opportunity, as we talked about the 3 one-game seasons, and we've run out of time. It's win or go home for Christmas, and our players understand that. We also have the added of our seniors playing their last game. Let's go find a way to win this thing and keep our season alive.
Hey, tonight was a fun show to have all these guys coming on like this.
It just goes to show you we got some great kids in this program.
Absolutely.
Really, really excited to be able to showcase them on the show.
Coach, all the best on Saturday. We'll talk to you after a Maryland victory.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Alex Scamponi has been our technical director up there in Baltimore at Total Network Control. Tom Marquito alongside. For head coach Mike Loxley, I'm Johnny Holiday. We'll talk to you at 11:30 Saturday from CQ Stadium. Good night.